after accepting the offer, I realized what they mean by a communications assistant, like if for events. You see these people that give out flyers in Walmart.
Oh my
The
god.
people that give out flyers in Walmart, yeah, that's what the job was
I've been
for.
there.
Oh my gosh.
Hi, I am ALG. Welcome to Finding Bliss. Did you know that there is over 2.8 million Africans in the United States? And behind these numbers, there are real stories of overcoming life struggles, overcoming language barrier, career reset, and discrimination. Finding Bliss is your space for sharing, learning, and growing. Let this be a safe space for you and everybody around you to grow and find inspiration and motivation. With me, I have guests. We're going to start from my left to my right. When we do introductions, you're going to tell us your name, where you're from, and one word that describes your first year experience as an immigrant in the United States.
Hello, my name is Emmanuel. I'm from Ghana. Exciting.
Okay. Okay. Okay, I'm also going to take my one. Hello. My name is Agatha Lois Gwochalia, which is ALG. I am from Uganda. My first year experience is one word. Mine is going to be an expression. That's my expression.
That is so interesting.
I know.
Well, I'm Victoria and I'm from Uganda as well. One word I would use is I would say exciting but also interesting.
That's two words.
That's
Interesting. I should say interesting.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Thank you. My name is Henry Falunipe. I'm from Nigeria. And one word to describe my first year will be intriguing.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Tell me about the surprise you had in your first time in the United States. We'll start from here.
Mine was, I don't know, surprised, but it was at the same time scary.
Okay.
Got to the airport thinking my dad was going to pick me up. Got out and I saw a text, pick a cab and I'll refund the money to you. So I picked this cab. It was this Indian guy like smoking and rolling the windows up and down and finally dropped me at the back of the house. And I was just there trying to find the number. I can't find any number. And it was all connected. So I had to go round the block and I didn't even know the meaning of block. Then came into the street, saw this these two guys in a truck and like, where are you going? I said, I'm trying to go to my dad's place, but I can't find the address. Show them the address. They're like, oh, jump into the truck.
You got into a stranger's car.
Oh yes. I'm lost.
Was
and
he
I
like,
know
"Oh"?
and I know where I'm from. Some of these things is just easy, you know, like you don't even think about someone going to harm you. So I just got into the truck, they put my stuff in, roll around and park straight in front of the house. And my dad was just up there looking at me. He's like
Oh my God.
yeah, so like
That's so
it
funny.
was when I got in, and even now as I sit here, when I look back, and I'm like, what if these guys picked me up and that was the end of me?
With what I know right now, I can't get into
No,
a stranger's car.
Yeah, so that was,
Imagine.
yeah.
Okay, so for Victoria, because you were born in America and you moved to Uganda, I want you to give us the surprise you got the first day you got to Uganda.
The surprise I got was like everything like looked different. Like the weather felt warm. And then when we got there we had a whole bunch of people waiting for us.
With
'cause
flowers, right?
flowers. We were so excited.
Yeah.
I was confused because I was 6, so I was young.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
And my brother was 4 at the time. So everybody was just so excited to see us, and I didn't understand why. And we didn't even know we were coming to stay. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
my
Was it
mom
like a
took us, and
punishment?
we thought we were visiting, and she just had to, leave us there because she had to sort out her life here.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it was a blessing, but at first it was a shock because it was like, wait, we're staying?
Usually, I heard like usually parents with children born abroad, they send them back to Africa as a punishment. So it was just like a punishment,
No, it
or
was not a punishment at all. Like my mom was a single mom and she had to go to nursing school. So there was no way she'd be able to like take care of us and then go
oh,
to
okay,
nursing school. So she took us to live with our grandmother, which worked out because my grandfather had just passed away. So it was like the perfect time for us to go there, and
yeah,
she poured all her love into us there. So it was not a punishment at all.
yeah,
So we got a opportunity to learn the language, the culture, everything. Got to know families. So it was a blessing,
yeah.
but definitely a shock at first.
Okay, so Henry, let's go back to our question of
Yeah.
what was your biggest surprise on your first day in America?
I was fortunate to come in here on July 4th.
Yeah.
Oh.
So from the airport coming down, it was so much party. I'm like, is this how they party every day? We came to 53rd and College Grove.
Oh, so
which
you
is
were
Washington-
closer.
Yeah, which is Washington Park. And in
Yeah.
front of Washington Park, there's yearly festivity
Mm-hmm.
that go on that park. So there was so much knockout, there was so much drinking, so much festivity going on at the park. So I'm like, but I thought it's not always like this. So it was July 4th, everywhere was busy. Then July 5th, everything was silent.
Yeah.
That was like difference.
The
Like,
switch.
the switch was crazy. Everybody was going to work. Nobody was greeting anybody. You can't see anybody on the street. So that was like the first shock for me.
Yeah.
That particular day.
What was the first surprise for me? The thing is, I did come visit America before coming back.
Okay.
So I guess I'm going to give you my first surprise visiting. Yeah. When you're visiting, it's kind of cool, fun, and exciting. My first surprise was a luxury Uber taxi cars. I was like, nice, fancy. And it was first it was in DC, then in New York. The streets were busy. It was just basically having fun. But then the reality shock that I got was how much people worked. You barely saw anybody. Like people, there's so many people that live in the house, but then you're gonna see nobody. Maybe one person at a time, or nobody, and it's just you in the house. And you're like, okay, yeah, that was my first surprise. So now let's talk about the time we had to be brave in our first year in the United States. I'll start with Henry.
There's a lot. But when I came in and I'm trying to find my paths a little bit, not a little bit, like trying to like figure out what's the next thing to do, because I came in with mindset to the category I came in, which is more like work. So when I was trying to figure out the best thing to do to get me going I came in with my wife, so we're just trying to figure it out. The most shocking thing is I got this warehouse job. Man, I was used that day. I went to this warehouse and I did 8 hours pouring chocolate into one machine, faster than anything I can imagine in my life.
Wow.
Shovel chocolate, just keep pouring it for 8 to 10 hours. Now I know it's about 10 hours, but that day it seems like 36 hours.
I know.
Then I
Can
go back home and I told myself I'm never going back to that place.
Did you go back?
No, I didn't go back. It was crazy. I told them never to call me again. They said, will you work here? No. Will you work there? No. Then I realized that I need to, because I was coming with a very good experience from back home. So I knew this is not for me. And I started thinking that what are the things I could do to immediately elevate this. I started like asking questions. I'm like the person that will ask 200 questions about the next possibility. So that really helped me with the mindset that you need to double up so that you don't do this kind of job, because it was like really shocking. That was about 1 week after we got here. So it was shocking, like, no, this is not for me. This is not my kind of job. This is not the kind of life I want. So if I did something similar but less stressful to that. Now I started knowing that, okay, you need to ask more questions. You need to tell them what you want. So those were the kind of mindset I carried on with. So that I would say it's kind of a bravery step for me. But the first job, that chocolate job, no, I can't forget that job in a jiffy. Yeah, that was it.
I think a moment I had to be brave was like, when you come, you have your accent and everything like that, and people, kind of try to, make fun of you and
Wait,
try to
Victoria.
make it seem like
Wait, your accent. I feel like your accent is okay.
Yeah, 'cause you're born
no.
here.
Let me tell you, when I went back and came back,
Oh,
my accent was different.
Okay.
I
okay.
had the full Ugandan accent.
Wow.
Because remember when I came back, I was 13,
Oh,
so I
okay.
was not a kid anymore. So
Almost like 7 years.
yeah,
Oh.
so my accent was totally different. So you come here, you feel you think you're gonna be blending in, and it's like no,
You're not.
you don't blend in with the Black Americans here, and then you're just trying to find your footing. So, I think for me it was just to know, like, to stand by who I was, and I feel like I had to change for anyone.
Okay.
Mine. Okay, so I came here like first semester. I joined the African Club. Then even I didn't even want to join. I had one Senegalese, may he so rest in peace. He forced me to join the club. I joined the club first, second semester. They made me the president. I didn't even run for it. They were like, "No, your energy, we can't lose you." So I ran for the president. Then the following year, I ran for the student government president.
Oh,
Oh.
that's a big
And
deal.
I think I was the recognized first African to run for that position.
Interesting.
And most of them were like, "Emmanuel, this is not for us." They can't even hear you. But one thing I had in mind was I used to work at the student activities. And I was always there for the students.
Okay.
And I'll be going around, like, updating at the bulletin boards, and I'll be talking to almost everybody. And I remember when I became the president, during our first term, we won the program of the year, club of the year, coordination of the. We won almost like 6 prestigious awards. Never
that's
happened
what's
for
up.
any club in the school.
Interesting.
So that got me more exposed, and I'm like, you know what? Let me take advantage of this. Then run the election, boom, president of the student government. I'm like, so yes. So and the beautiful thing is, I had my senators, and when I left Truman, the next president was a Nigerian, someone I trained. And when he left too, the other one was a Cameroonian. No, he was from Togo. So we had 3 Africans in a row.
Wow.
Yes.
so
So
impressive.
that bravery was not letting, like, that mindset of I have an accent or I'm coming from
hold you
Ghana, like, labeling you. Okay, we've never had like a Black president or blah, 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 blah. No. I'm going for it. And I went for it. And I was able to push more of our people in there. And, we had 3 in a row. I don't even know any college here in the US that they've had like 3 Africans in a row as
Yeah.
presidents, so
That's dope.
yeah,
That's very impressive.
you have to do it.
On my end, I have many, but I'm going to give this one particular story. So I am applying for jobs. I get this job there. They were advertising themselves as communications assistants. Like, nice. I'm going to take this one. So I did the interview first, the virtual interview, and then I had to go into the office. I did talk to the manager. It was good. They sent me an offer. I accepted it. So after accepting the offer, I realized what they mean by communications assistant, like for events. You see these people that give out flyers in Walmart.
Oh my god.
The people that give out flyers in Walmart, yeah, that's what the job was
I've
for.
been there.
Oh my
I've been
god.
there.
I can imagine when we were going, you were dressed up,
Shots.
right?
I've been there.
I was dressed up in my heels, and when I get there, this guy's like, do you have comfortable shoes? I'm like, yeah, I do have comfortable shoes. And then, I didn't understand what they meant by comfortable shoes. Like, oh, we're going to be doing events. I'm like, yeah, that's exciting. I love events. and then the next day, I think I was supposed to start work. I went there because I realized it was about giving out flyers. I went there and I was like, I'm taking them my resignation letter. And then I get there, I had to compose myself because it's not easy to like tell somebody, sorry, I accepted this, but I cannot take the job.
Wow.
I composed myself. I got there and I'm like, can I talk to you, please? The manager that had interviewed me the previous day. I talked to him and I was like, I'm sorry, I cannot take this job. My voice was very timid. Yeah. But I was like, I have to say no to this person. I cannot take this job. So I told him, I'm sorry, I cannot. It's like, so you came all the way this side just to tell me no? I'm like, okay, bye. Then I had to walk away. I'm like, no, I can't do this.
That is definitely very
Wow.
Yeah. Anyway, it was.
Because I feel like some people be like, oh, just to take the job, you know, because you need the money.
Just start with something.
Just stick with it. But it's like, no, if you know what you want,
Yeah.
stick with it.
Yeah, you know your worth.
That's
know
bold,
your worth.
and I like that.
Yeah, thank you. Okay.
Yeah.
I had to breathe. I had to take
Interesting.
that out.
Yeah.
Okay, let's you know, when you've just come to the United States or abroad when you've just moved, everyone is just going to give you advice, telling you, oh, this is the best thing to do, or this is what you should be doing. Yeah. Let's talk about the best advice we've received and the worst that we've received in our first years. I'll start with Victoria, then I'll go to Henry, and then to you.
I feel like, okay, the best advice was definitely taking education seriously.
Yeah.
Because, you know, I definitely feel like that gives you a backbone, and also you can discover, like, your strengths and weaknesses as you're navigating through college, university. But when it comes to, like, deciding your major, what job you're going to do, you know, I just feel like in our culture, they always, you know, encourage either you go into medical school or, you know, engineer, lawyer. But, like, if it's something that's not your passion, they don't even care if it's your passion or not. It's like, hey, you
Money. You gotta make money.
I feel like everybody has
like,
that story.
Yeah.
your medicine is very lucrative.
yeah,
It's
you
very
need the
stable,
money.
which it is. But I feel like why go into something if that's not really your calling? Because you're not going to be your best at it, you know? And that's doing a disservice to the people that you're supposed to be, you know, helping. So, yeah.
Yeah.
That's my take.
Yeah, that's cool. For me, my best advice still comes from back home, from my dad. He said, as you are living, learn how the system works really fast.
Yeah.
Learn the fundamentals.
True.
Yeah.
Learn how everything works, how the credit card system works, how the transport works, how the drive, how the banking work, how the business work, everything that. Learn those as fast as possible. Then the worst advice was here. Don't go to the airport.
Why?
Don't do this. Don't do that. A lot of don'ts
Yes.
were the advices I was getting when I first got here, because the circle I got into were these people that are scared of even police
Oh.
on the street. They
Yeah.
don't want you to even talk at the bus station. So those were like the kind of mentality they were holding on.
Fear.
That fear
Yeah,
mentality,
exactly,
that
yeah.
you can't even go back to the airport
Yep.
and
They'll
see
take
the
you
plane
back.
flying. Like, anywhere around airport, you will be sent back home.
Yeah.
So that
Wow,
was
that's
those were,
interesting.
yeah.
Yeah.
those were
And
like,
do you know that the first people that you be with can shape your whole journey
Absolutely.
in
Yeah.
another country?
Mhm.
That's
Yeah.
it.
absolutely.
That's
So I held on to the one I brought from home. I broke out. It takes a struggle
Yeah.
to break out of those people. For example, when I first came, everybody was using Toyota Camry Pencil, which is 99 or thereabout. But this is the vehicle I have used back home, or my family have been using back home. Then I go and I said, I can't use this kind of car.
Right? You're in
Then I
America.
bought
Odogu.
the big one, the 2010, I think,
Yeah.
which is the bigger one. And they were like, where did you see money? How did you do that? Why are you using car? If you are using that car, police will stop you. I'm like, this is even normal where we're coming from.
That's it.
You understand? So
Yeah.
gradually I started breaking out, and there was like strategic reason why I bought that vehicle. I don't want to be working in Chicago.
Yep.
So I need something durable that can take me on longer distance.
Yeah.
So the old vehicle,
Yeah.
Yeah.
because I'll be traveling most of the time.
Yeah.
As soon as I started working, I didn't even work in Chicago at all. I was working in Aurora, Batavia.
Yeah.
third month of when I got into this country.
Wow.
So that was like there's so much difference in me
Yep.
staying in that circle and me being outside. So back to the question is that the good advice is like learn the system as soon as possible. The bad one is like don't do anything.
Wow. Mine was coming from my student activities director. And he said, Emmanuel, I know you are kind. I know everybody comes to you and you're going to offer the help, but learn to say no. And that day I was in my office and I'm like, these people, they've already built that rapport. They know Emmanuel is going to help them. How can I say no? And you know where we come from, it's just like you first like, judge yourself even before like the outskirts. So one time, one student came, hey, President Emmanuel, this. I said, no, I can't do it right now because I'm also working. Oh, really? Oh, now you became president, so now you don't even want to help anybody again.
Oh, wait, was that person from Africa?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Our own people. So, but the greatest part of it was, that was when I saw people who were just using me because of my position and also working at student activities. So they can come there, print stuff for free, get stuff for free because they know I'm there. But when I started saying no to things that, even though I'm helping
Setting
them,
boundaries.
can also cause like problem for me, most of them were just drifting away.
Yeah.
And even after school, now, even with the job I'm doing right now, saying no to even people was so easy. And it just made me feel so comfortable because I know if I can help and it's not going to create a loss for me, I will. But if I can't, it's I can't. No.
Yeah.
And, it has really, really helped me. The other side was, just like you said, don't go. You know where you are coming from. You know where you are coming from. Yeah. If you get any trouble, nobody's going to come and save you. So I remember one time being the president, I've organized an event and I can't even go.
Oh. Do you think that is because of discrimination or because you're black men, so they were afraid that maybe you could get in trouble or something?
If I want to speak to that, I don't think it's or I would say it's more of like mindset of where we're coming from. We live on fear factors a lot because our system is not organized.
Yeah.
Understand? A lot of, even if you are trying to do things the right way, there's a lot of more people that doesn't want it to go right.
That's true.
So that's the mindset a lot of people that come in have, that don't talk to the police in case the police will go against you. That's a typical mindset.
Yeah.
But where the system is working, where the approach is working, where structure is defined, it takes a bit of people that have that boldness or that mindset to step into it and ask.
Yes.
Yeah.
The best they will do is say no.
No, that's it.
Okay. Personally, actually, on my end, what made me fearful to go into the city was watching the news. I watched the news.
Gotcha.
Everything there was just bad and negative. I decided I was scared to go into the city. But when I decided no more news for me, that was it. Now I frequent the city like.
And I feel like with the news, it makes it seem like all of Chicago is bad.
Exactly.
Because I even get relatives that come and like, oh, Vicky, I saw this in the news.
Yeah,
Are
you
you
live in
okay? And I'm like,
Chicago.
I'm fine. Like, that's happening in one particular area of Chicago. Like, it's not the whole of Chicago.
Yeah, right. I feel like people perceive Chicago as the most dangerous place, and I'm like, I'm in the city all the time. I don't
Compared to
haven't
some
seen.
other states I've been, it's
Oh,
not even
yes.
close to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Philadelphia, Orlando, Florida, Las Vegas,
Really?
New York. Those places
Even
are-
San Francisco, there's
Yeah.
a part, there's a place called Richmond.
LA.
I feel like every place, not
That's
even
it.
just in the
Absolutely.
every place,
Yeah.
Africa,
Absolutely.
everywhere, there's a space which is scary. On my end, the best advice that I received was do not stress about things you don't have control of. Because in the first year, it's stressful. You can
Yeah.
be so scared, first
Yeah.
of all. And then second, because of trying to settle in and you're trying to get your documents right and everything together, trying to find a job, you stress about life, you stress about everything. And the best advice that I got was do not stress about things. Do what you have control of. What you don't have control of, do not stress. That helped me to breathe and have good sleep, a good night's sleep. And then the worst advice, it's pretty close to everybody here. Okay, besides the fearful one, but the one of buy an old car and then you transition into a better car. I'm like, nope, I want a good car and that's it.
You
I'm
end
not
up spending more money too.
Right?
Yeah.
Old car is always
Like
breaking
you're always
down.
going
Yeah.
to the, and you know the funny thing is, even when you get to the at the mechanic shop, now they know your name.
Yeah. They want you to buy an old car at a cheaper price, but every
you're-
other
Servicing.
week, you're
You're always in the
Yeah.
garage, yeah.
That's stressful.
No.
Yeah.
And another one is I don't know why everybody thinks you have to do nursing, you have to get into healthcare. It's the easiest jobs to get, but so I was like, oh, you need to study CNA. I'm like, nope, I'm not studying anything for as long as I know I'm not going to do anything with it. That's not the career that I'm taking, so I'm not studying CNA. That was it.
That's good because I
Nice.
feel like even going into nursing and all those fields, I feel like you really have to have a passion for it.
Yeah.
Because the people
Yeah.
that you're going to be
Emotional.
helping,
Yeah.
you'll be doing them a disservice if you don't even like it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree with you.
You are making the money, but you know, you always come back from work and it's
Yeah,
And it shows
it's
too.
interesting because if you don't, because a lot of people are not like really defined when they come in, so they are meant to sway with, oh, nursing is what is trending, and they go with it. Except people that are coming with the passion,
yeah.
that's
They'll
what
do
they
it.
And most of the people here do it for survival. And when
Yes.
they're stuck into it and they don't have a career path or defined path, they are still stuck in it.
Yep.
Not necessarily because it's passion for them. But for me, I know what I want to do.
Yeah.
I've been in media space for as much as I want. So I know that I can do the media work, not getting paid for it, and be happy.
That's it.
So
Yeah.
that's me being passionate about it, and that's what I kick off. As soon as I got into this country, I think by the end of the year, I met my crew that we've been together
that's
till
what's
date.
up.
Oh, wow. Nice.
That's
So
awesome.
that's just the part I want to show. I'm not doing CNA. I'm not doing caregiving. I respect people doing
That,
it.
yep. But
and
that's not for you.
Looking forward to like receiving such a very honorable service when the time is due, but it's not for me.
Yeah.
And I don't think every
And that's
Nigerian
okay.
does.
That's okay.
Yeah.
You know? I think it's a hard time in our community. We should accept certain things. Like I said, no, they know, right?
Yeah.
So I had someone that, you know, wanted me to do something for him, and this person is very close to me, and he was just saying things, blah 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 blah, and in my mind, I'm like, oh, everything you are saying, my final answer is just true, and
No.
no. And you know, guess what? As soon as I said no, hey, you just came yesterday. I saw you when you came. You remember
think you
when
know
you came?
better
I
than
did this,
me.
this. So now, when you were starting, we were the ones like, you know, hyping and doing everything, and now you think you are traveling and doing anything. So
arrived.
just and I'm
But
like,
why would somebody take offense because,
Yes, because you
came
said no.
yesterday and
Again, I will always tie everything back to tradition or culture because that's the way we were raised.
oh, like I know
Yeah.
better
Back
than
home,
you, so
understand? I'm your lead. I'm your elder. I know when they gave birth to you.
that's it. I saw you.
I showered you. I cooked for you. So you are obligated and I'm entitled
Yeah.
to receive anything I request from you. And that's like part of the major challenge back home. You can't
Yeah.
even
That's a
look
very
up
big challenge.
to speak to people respectfully that I can't do this. It's
Yeah.
just not
Just
comfortable.
no.
And people don't respect that.
Yeah.
yeah. And you know, the more you stay in America or the more you stay abroad, you reach a point and you're like, I wish I knew this earlier. You know, there's that moment where you wish you knew something earlier. What is that one thing you wish you knew earlier? And can you give a piece of advice to anyone that is new into the country? I'll start with him.
Mine, oh my God. So my roommate, he's like a big brother to me.
Yeah.
Like he's like, you know, we are like brothers. I don't even call him a roommate. We are brothers. So I remember there was a time he's like, oh, Emmanuel, I just invest in this one, buy this, and my mind, I'm like, you are going to throw money out there, there, and our minds those times were feel like there are scammers out there, on the internet and blah blah. You put money in here, and it's gonna go waste, and you don't even know how it's gonna so. And I saw Bitcoin, when it was that low.
Paying you
I'm
right
talking
now.
about 2013,
Right now, it must be hurting.
2013, like I saw Bitcoin. I had people who talked to me about Bitcoin.
There's this one guy.
And now I sit here and I sit down and I look at it. I'm like, God.
There's this one guy that I keep remembering. We were in college during that
Mm-hmm.
Bitcoin when it's low, and he kept singing, like he would like, you guys should buy Bitcoin. You guys should buy Bitcoin. Right now I think about it, I'm like, I wonder what that guy is about. Like where he is in life. He must be really rich. I don't know what he's doing, but yeah, I feel your pain.
So mine was the investing aspect, and just like we said earlier, culture, tradition. There are so many things we weren't exposed, you know. And I was telling most people that if you meet most of our people, don't even judge, you whatever level you've got into, just continue, because we weren't exposed to a lot of things. We weren't exposed to money early. Sometimes you finish university, are you still living with your parents?
Yeah.
So when you come in, and we also talk about quick money, work harder and earn money, quick money and everything. So when you were telling me about most of these things, in my mind, I'm like, you don't even know what you're putting your money into. I thought I was smart. Yeah, but now I sit down, and at least I think after 8 years down the lane, I started to do it, and I realized that, if I had done it somewhere 2013, maybe I'll be Odugu.
Right?
Yeah.
What is the best advice you'd give to someone who's new in the
I
country?
think I would tell anybody who is new in here, and even the advice goes to which household you first take your first you stepped in.
Yeah.
So I usually, if I know someone who comes in, we make sure maybe your first 3 months, you are just being catered for, get your things set, get your first job before you move out, and you don't pay anything. You know? We just, because I feel like we have to do better. If we can sacrifice and we dwell on the pain from what some of us I just went through. Me, I didn't go through because my dad was here, and bless him, he was awesome, he was great. But I heard so many stories. So, but when you walk in here, whichever household you are getting in, now you have access to your smartphone, just like you said. Research, look into the system, learn the system. It's the system that will determine what you have to do. I can tell you to do IT. I can tell you to do nursing. I can tell you to do everything. But when you learn the system, and at the kind of year you walked into this country, it will tell you what you have to do.
Yeah. I remember my first time here, my very, very first year, if not my first month, I bought a laptop, that same laptop that I have right now. That was my first laptop.
Wow. That's
and
nice.
my dad told me that is the first investment you've made for yourself.
Wow.
And that has stayed with me because I never stopped going on that laptop to research. And I'm where I'm at right now, and I've managed to navigate life easier and faster because of how I'm always on the computer looking at things and researching, what is this? What is about that? So yeah.
So just imagine, she was lucky. For other African home, they will tell you, you just came back and now you've bought this laptop. How much was it? You tell them the price, they're like, they'll start calling home.
Money.
No, wait. Not the ones back home. The ones here.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
They'll call back home.
Not really calling. They'll start counting the bags of cement. You could have.
Equivalent.
Yeah,
You could have buy a bag of
3
cement,
blocks or 100
and you
blocks.
spend this money, just your first 3-4 months, you are buying MacBook costing almost $1,000 or even $800.
Yeah.
Where did you get the money?
One advice I would give somebody who just came here is just to figure out figure out your path and figure out what your calling is or what what you want to do in life, because then that'll help you navigate, wherever you are faster, instead of like going by what other people are telling you to do.
Yeah.
Because people always tell you things that maybe, you know, they're doing, but that's not really like your calling or your journey that you're supposed to be on. So
Yeah.
that's one thing I would say. And another thing that I wish is investing early. Investing in yourself, not just in like stocks and everything like that, but
Yeah.
investing in yourself, because investing in yourself is the best gift you can ever give yourself.
That's good.
Yes.
Awesome.
But then, also like in the first year, that is the most confusing time ever.
It
Yeah.
is
Figuring out your
confusing.
career and like what next.
And
Yeah.
there's a lot
You-
of noise.
Yeah.
Exactly, and there's a lot of noise. You can easily be confused to say that, okay, this is what I'm gonna do. You have to be big-headed
Yeah.
and stubborn to be able to get there.
I understand that too, because like, and we grew up like, with the culture of like listening to other people, like getting advice from
Yeah.
people that are older than you or more experienced than you. So yeah, that can be a lot of confusion as well, I feel
Yeah.
like.
Sure.
I would say my own case is a little bit different. I'm grateful for the life I've
Yeah.
lived so far in the States. And this is where Nigerian mindset comes in a little bit. We have that also mind coming here. So I would say at this point, even looking back, I don't think I miss so much of what I anticipate to be.
That's
Like,
nice.
I thank God for,
Yeah.
for the paths and the clarity I was able to come with. I was well defined before
Yeah.
I came in. So my expectations are just like working together. And I told you the advice I got.
Yep.
Learn the system.
And the system.
So as soon as even before I got here, I had my 1 month rent ready, 1 month bus pass, 1 month phone call, 1 month food.
That explains
and
why
my
you're
wife.
Odogu.
And this I worked out
This is
myself.
awesome.
You
Yeah.
understand? Even coming to United
Very
States, I think I have
intentional.
my application form a year before I come here. I
Wow.
didn't even want to go to the embassy. My mom said, just go and try it.
Wow.
If they give you, they give you. Then
Yeah.
we went, then we got it.
Wow.
So it was
Wow.
planned a little bit.
A little
Wow.
bit, yeah.
Yes.
I like
So
that.
when I got here and start settling in, I'm like focused on what is the best thing. Like I got my credit card the 4th month I got here. Because I was asking questions. I
Yeah.
went to multiple banks. How can I get credit card?
Yeah.
They were telling me it's not possible. I said it's possible.
Yeah.
They were telling me it's not possible.
I like that,
Then
actually.
I went to TCF, now Huntington Bank. I
Yeah.
love that bank like crazy.
Yes.
They told me
yes.
they told me I can have secured credit card. You won't hear it anyway.
Yeah.
I started telling my people, bro, go get secured credit card. You understand?
Yeah.
So those are the information. I have a group of friends. I respect my friends, Femi, Daniel, Attraction, MC Fantasy. We are like 6 to 8 people
That's
that
nice.
came in all together at the same
Oh,
time. We
wow.
are radicals.
It explains all of you guys are
Wow.
We are radical.
Odogus.
We are
Wow.
radicals. So
That
we don't follow
explains.
norms. We don't follow process. Not like we violating
I
the
know,
law,
yeah.
But
but
you
we
just-
don't take everybody's
They
question.
know.
And the fact is that the way we operate is that if one person is coming with one communication, you should come with another communication.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's not just one person feeding the whole group. We are all feeding each other. What is the best way to
that's
do
really
it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
But
was
in-
able to get a car. Credit system, inside credit system. I went to the car parking lot. Like, I need a car. I don't have money. I have 1.5. I'll drop my passport and get this car, and I'll pay back from my salary in 2 months. And the guy said, he's an Arab. He said, okay, I'll do it for you because I know Nigerians. That's how I got my first
Wow.
credit in credit.
Yeah.
So that's how I know about in-house financing. I start telling my people, if you need a car, I know a guy.
Yeah.
So I would say, looking back, I'm grateful for where I'm at. I learned investment early. I learned
Awesome.
clearer part early. Buying houses, we learned all of this very early, though there's some challenges in between. I won't lie
Yeah.
to you.
Yeah.
There's a lot of no's. But we were knocking hard. So that's the
Every day.
Nigerian thing
That
for us.
explains
Wow.
why like there's so many Nigerians that are up there.
Yeah.
They're winning, and the friends that you've mentioned, the few that I know, like MC Attraction, Daniel, Femi,
Yeah, it's a-
like
it's
you
a-
guys
it's a
are
group.
you guys are living a comfortable life compared to some of the people who did not know what to do in the beginning. So yeah, what advice would you give to a new person?
Advice I would give to new person is keep asking questions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, there's difference between asking questions and being told what to do. Because a lot of people will be telling you a lot of
Yeah.
stuff.
Do
And
this.
you can consume it. But you be the one asking the question. You'll be able to filter what they're actually saying. If they know what they're saying. Oh, I'll go to the bus station, go get a bus pass. Then your question could be, how much is the bus pass? This
yeah.
person may not even know
No,
how much the
yeah.
bus pass is.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
Or how to do the bus pass at the bus station. There's process to it.
Yep.
So when you ask questions, you'll be able to filter out
Yeah.
noise
Now you
and
have
get
your
the
phone.
actual fact of, and don't ask one person, keep asking questions.
A lot of
Yeah,
different
that
people.
is
Yeah.
that is actually great
Yeah.
advice.
Yeah.
On my
Wow.
end, I wish I knew investment earlier. I did watch some investment videos, but I was still, in the excitement of I want to travel, want to do this. And now is when I feel like, okay, I really need to get my monies fast. Like I really need to get into the whole thing of seeing my money grow, because you get tired of living paycheck to paycheck, and investing is the way to go. The advice that I would give to a newcomer is treat your first 3 months or your first 3 months as a vacation. Because, honey,
Have fun.
if you just stress about life, the advice that I got, do not stress. Do what you can, do what you have control of, and then the rest leave to God. Pray about it. So use your first months to relax, rest, watch all the TV that you want.
I did all of that.
I did.
We toured downtown. We were in buildings
Yes.
in downtown. First week, first 2 weeks. We were taking trains. I learned about
Yep.
train first 2 weeks.
You know all the shows on TV.
We were missing roads. Yeah.
Thank you, everybody, for coming. Thank you, Henry. Thank you, Vicky. Thank you, Emmanuel. I appreciate you for your time. This was fun. It was great. And we were talking about our first year experience in the United States. And everybody has a story, and your story matters. Please go to the comment section. Tell us about your first year. And do not forget to subscribe to Finding Bliss. Every story matters. Thank you so much. See you next time. Bye-bye.